Hi guys, welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back for another video for you, and today's video is the FPL team selection for game week 6. In this stream, we're going to quickly show you our teams from game week 5 and show you how we performed, our teams and our points, and also, talk about game week 6 team and how we're lining up for game week 6. But yeah, we are going to get started on this very quickly. But if you are just joining the stream, please do drop a like as you come in, and also subscribe to our channel if you are new. So yeah, let's bring up our teams from game week 5 and how we've performed so far. Obviously, game week 5 just ended on Thursday, yesterday, and game week 6 deadline is tomorrow. So very quick turnaround. So yeah, we thought we'd put this video out for you so you guys can see our teams. So on the screen, as you can see, this is my team for game week 5. Just went. 87 points for me this week. Very, very happy with my points. I did get a big green arrow as well, which we'll come on to. But as you see, I played a 4-4-2 this week. Ramsdale in goal got me the 2 points, the blank. Trent Alexander-Arnold also blanked with 2 points. Did concede against Newcastle. Cancelo came up with the goal, so got me the 12 points, which I was very happy about. Kyle Walker got me the 6 points. Obviously got the clean sheet. The 5-0 win against Nottingham Forest. So we take that. Kukurea did blank 1 point, which was a bit of a letdown for my team this week. And moving on to the midfield, Salah did get those 2 assists. We know we got the last minute fortunate assist off his shoulder, and then he ended up getting me 10 points. Luis Diaz did blank, only got the 2 points. And then Martinelli also scored for Arsenal against Villa on the weekday. So yeah, Martinelli did pick up 10 points, which I was nice to see as well. Him carrying on his form. And then Pascal Gross, the new transfer I bought in for game week 5, did blank, unfortunately, but I bought him in for the next few weeks because his fixtures are good, so I plan on holding him as well. And then up front, I did have Jesus, who did get a goal as well, and he got the 6 points. So yeah, Jesus, he did return, and I'm quite happy that he's ticking along nicely. Moving on to the main man for game week 5, and that was Erling Haaland, coming back with another hat trick after his hat trick last week. He delivers another hat trick after there was a bit of debate whether he would start or not. And I took the risk. I did put the armband on him, and he got a hat trick. So I'm very happy that went that way. 34 points from Haaland. Couldn't be more happy when he did score the hat trick. And yeah, all in all, I would say it's been a good game week so far for game week 5. 87 points. Rank obviously isn't as important at the moment because we're still very early days. 404k at the moment. So all in all, that is my team for game week 5. Obviously on the bench, I also had Andreas, who did give me 6 points. So maybe it was a bit of a mistake for me to bring in Pascal Gross when I had Andreas on the bench that got me 6 points. But sometimes that happens. Obviously, I bought Duncan to bench. Luckily, I didn't play him. He did get the -1 with the own goal. But all in all, I'm very happy with my game week 5 team. And yeah, that is how I did for game week 5. We are going to come on to your team now, Jordan. Just very quickly go through your points and how you done, and just a quick breakdown. So yeah, there you go.
Okay, so here's my game week 5 team. So we'll start off with Sanchez, who I did transfer in for game week 5. And obviously, Brighton did lose 2-1, so Sanchez only got the 1 point for conceding 2 goals. So he had a point taken off him. And yeah, total 1 point. We'll move on to the defence. Trent, who got 2 points. Obviously, they conceded to Newcastle, and there was no other involvement for Trent. So he got the minutes points right there. And then a bit more improvement from Cancelo, who obviously got a goal against Nottingham Forest and got the 12 points, which was a nice haul for Cancelo, especially for those who transferred him out. Big mistake. Bit of a disappointment, obviously, because of the amount of goals Nottingham Forest conceded. It led to Nico Williams getting a -1. Because obviously they had 6 goals against them. So we all know goals conceded accumulated to -1 point. So we move on to the midfield, which was a bit more successful. So we have Salah, who got the 2 assists, and got the 10 points plus the bonus point, plus the 2 bonus points on top of that with a double haul. Luis Diaz, who had a blank in his game, which was a bit unfortunate because he played really well. Martinelli, who was outstanding at Arsenal, he potentially could have got much more than what he had, and got the 10 points behind him, which was a nice return nonetheless, another double haul. Pascal Gross, who I did transfer in for Game Week 5 as well, got the 2 points, which I felt like was going to be a tough fixture because it is Fulham and they are a bit dangerous at the moment. So Pascal Gross was more for the next fixture. And yeah, we'll move on to that later on. My final midfielder, who was on my bench, was Andreas, but he comes on for James, who didn't feature in the Southampton game and Chelsea match. So Andreas came on for me for 6 points, which kind of helped my points out a bit. And then we move on to the top two in forward positions. So we have Jesus, who I captained, who got 12 points. It was a bit unfortunate for Jesus because he could have scored much more in that game. It was just unfortunate that Martinez saved a few of his shots. And then we come to the man of the moment, who was the best captaincy pick for Game Week 5, and that was Erling Haaland. And congratulations for those who did take the risk and captain him. And if you did, that's 34 points for you. But for me, it was just 17. So yeah, that sums up my starting 11 team. On my bench, there was no significant points from there. Everyone had 0, so I won't go into much explanation for that. But my overall rank is just under 900k. So it's and the total 73 points, so which isn't too bad. I mean, I thought it'd be much worse without captaining Haaland.
Yeah, I hear that. Obviously, it was a bit of a mad week. We did do a knee-jerk reaction stream, so do check that out, guys, if you want to see our reaction to that game week. But yeah, we are going to move on now to our game week 6 teams and how we're lining up. We will talk about captains, we'll talk about transfers, all that good stuff. And if you are enjoying the content, guys, please do drop a like on the video, and also please subscribe if you are new. We've got Brian here. He says, hi, lads.
Hey, Brian.
Shout out to him. I've got David Hamill in the chat. He says, nice overall rank. Thank you. Lewis Cox, should I bench Perisic? We're going to come on to Perisic. TH11, it's the Fulham goalie and the Brentford striker that never plays.
Yeah.
But yeah. And yeah, we're going to come on to the chat about Haaland. I've seen a lot of chat, Reticent Gaming as well. Do you think Haaland will start? We'll come on to all of this. But yeah, let's move on to Game Week 6 now. So Game Week 5's out the way. Game Week 6, this is how I'm currently lining up for Game Week 6. I've got one free transfer, and I've got 0.4 million in the bank. My team value's around 100.7 as well. And looking at my team, I am playing a 4-4-2 for this week. I've got Ramsdale in goal, who does play Man United away, which I think is a tough game. I don't see Arsenal keeping a clean sheet in that one. I do think they'll concede. And Ramsdale is currently flagged, I believe, on the official website. But after Arteta's comments from his press conference, it looks like Ramsdale will be fit, and he should start. But if anyone is tempted to take Ramsdale out, I probably wouldn't do it. I'll just play him against Man United and hope he can get something. But for me, I'm keeping Ramsdale regardless of the news that he might miss out the game. I think he should be fine. So any worries about Ramsdale owners, I think he should play against Man United. Moving on to the back four, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold against Everton. He's got Everton away, early kickoff on Saturday. Trent, I think, is a good pick for this week. I think Everton's a good fixture, fairly good fixture. And I think he's just one of those players in my team that I'm going to hold till at least win a wild card. Cancelo has Aston Villa away as well, along with Kyle Walker. I do have double Man City defense. Both of them play Villa away. I think this is a very good fixture as well for Man City. Aston Villa have been struggling as of late. Gerrard is under a lot of pressure, and I can see Man City getting a clean sheet in this game, and hopefully double defense pays off for me again, and Cancelo and Walker can get me 2 clean sheets. So I'm happy to play them for this game week. And then to complete my back line, I've got Cucurella, who plays West Ham at home. I'm not so sure about this one. I think I'm not so confident on a clean sheet for Chelsea, because I think West Ham could get a goal. And I have a slight benching headache with Dunk. I do have a Dunk on the bench who has Leicester at home. So I am kind of 50-50 on that. Do I play Cucurella? Do I play Dunk? Because I just have a feeling that West Ham will score. But if you guys are in the chat, do let me know what you guys think. Should I play Cucurella? Should I play Dunk against Leicester? Do let me know in the comments below if you can. At the moment, I've got Cucurella in there just because I think he's a bit more of an attacking threat. He can get an assist, hopefully, or something like that, or a goal, even if if I'm lucky. So yeah, that's my defense for game week 6. Moving on to the midfield. Firstly, so let's start with Salah. Now, Salah does have the captain armband on him as of now. I know I went Haaland last week, but I'm not going to talk about captain too much. Let me just get through the rest of my team, and we'll come on to that. But I've gone with Salah as captain for now. He has Everton away. I think it's a decent fixture for him. I know it's a Merseyside derby, and it should be a good game. But yeah, he's my captain armband for now. I've got Luis Diaz, who also has Everton away, and I think it's another fixture that is decent for Liverpool. And then to complete the midfield, I've got Martinelli at Man United away. I think it's a tough fixture for Martinelli, but he can do well as well in that game. Pascal Gross has Leicester at home. I think it's a good fixture for Pascal Gross and Brighton. Leicester are struggling. They don't look like they can score a goal at the moment. They struggled a lot against Man United. They do look a bit toothless. So I think Gross is a good player to have. And then up top, I've got Jesus has Man United away. And then Haaland has Villa away. And Haaland is probably the one name on everyone's lips at the moment. Will he start? Won't he start? That's the question. And obviously, I was looking out for quotes by Pep Guardiola today to see what he says in his press conference. And Pep has actually mentioned, I think I'm going to get the exact quote on exactly what he said. I don't know if you've seen the comments, Jordan, regarding Pep, but he did say,
nope.
So this is what Pep Guardiola said about, he was asked a question regarding his minutes. Like, is he going to be rested or something like that? And Pep said, he's 22. He recovers well. When he's 32, more difficult. 22, not a problem. So what he's trying to say basically is now he's saying that because he's young and he can recover very quickly, he's young, so maybe we can just keep him. So this is now basically put me in a bit more of a dilemma now. Initially, I was thinking, let me play Salah as my captain. But now, after these Pep comments, I am tempted to go Haaland again because he's just made it now like saying that he won't be benched kind of thing. Like, those are the comments I'm getting from him. So for me, it's still a 50-50, guys. Honestly, I can't decide yet. And I think Salah v Haaland captain is going to come down to the final minute in deadline stream tomorrow. So I'm still 50-50. I'm leaning towards Salah just because of expected minutes. I think Salah will start and he will play 90 minutes. Whereas Haaland, he might not start. And even if he does start, he'll probably play 60-70 before he gets subbed off. So that is the only worry with that. I'm 50-50. Do let me know in the chat. Are you going Salah? Are you going Haaland for captain? Because I'm split at the moment, but you'll have to wait and see what I actually do in the deadline stream tomorrow, because in the Game Week 5 deadline, I switched last minute to Haaland. So I might do it again. I could go Haaland last minute again, but obviously I will let you guys know if I do. But that is my team for Game Week 6. And as you can see on the bench, I've got Ward, Dunk, Andreas, and Archer as well. And Dunk is the one I could potentially play instead of Cucurella. But that is the team for Game Week 6. Salah has the armband for now. And yeah, let's move on to your team anyway, Jordan. And let's see how you're looking lining up for Game Week 6.
Okay, so here is my team for Game Week 6. We will start off with Sanchez in goal, who has a nice fixture at home, Leicester. This is solely why I brought in Brighton assets like Sanchez, just because of Brighton's fixtures now feel comfortable after that Fulham game away. I feel like Leicester at the moment are not at the quality they were at last season. They are utterly in a mess. I think there's a bit pressure on Rodgers for his team, especially the way they played yesterday in the Man United game, which I watched. It was so boring. Utterly, there was nothing in that game from Leicester at all, which looked promising. And defensively, the defense was not there at all. It was when Man United scored, it was too easy. It was like a training goal that they scored. So there is a high hopes that Brighton can do some damage to Leicester at home. and yeah, it'll be a good fixture to watch. So we move on to the defence, and our first defender is Trent, who has Everton away. This is obviously a derby match for Liverpool, but nonetheless, I feel like Trent can bounce back after his blank against Newcastle, and with the fixture being away, it's never a it's never an easy fixture for any team. But Liverpool, to make it easy, is always on the table, despite it being a derby. There always that there's always the talent and the teamwork and the willingness of Liverpool to bounce back, especially after their win against Newcastle. So yeah, Trent for Everton away, looking good. Move on to Cancelo, who has Aston Villa away. This is similar reasons to Leicester. Aston Villa are not in a good state right now. They are playing not to the standards that they should be at, especially with the new signings they've made, like Leon Bailey. It seems like he's probably the best player on the pitch when he does play games for Aston Villa. The teams is not it's not really working together well. Still, it's still a confusion or no communication, no teamwork whatsoever. So I think Man City can get a nice clean sheet against Aston Villa, who don't seem quite the team they are. So yeah, Man City pretty much control that game, I would say. And then we move on to our third defender, who's probably got the best fixture for game week 6, and that's Nico Williams, who has Bournemouth at home. Now we obviously know that Scott Parker for Bournemouth, the manager, has been sacked. A bit harsh, if I must say. And Nottingham Forest have this fixture at home too. And the way that Bournemouth have been conceding goals, especially to top teams, it looks like Nico Williams will have a very nice fixture and hopefully his first return against Bournemouth at home. As we have seen him play, he's been really a really good threat to teams. It's just been unfortunate not to get anything from it. So with this fixture in mind, I feel like Nico Williams is going to be a very good player to for game week 6. I feel like he's going to get a nice haul in return and hopefully a clean sheet. And then we move on to the final defender, who is now back. This is the words I've been hearing, also from Tuchel as well. Reece James, who's got West Ham at home, which you would say is a good fixture for Chelsea, especially when they lost to Southampton last game week. So with Reece James rested and ready for West Ham at home, I feel like he's going to, especially if he's in the right wing back position, he's going to do very well against West Ham at home, who are kind of struggling as well. So we move on to the midfield, and obviously we've got Salah, who's got Everton away. He is my first captaincy pick at the moment. Luis Diaz, who's also got the same fixture too. And Martinelli, who's got Man United away. A bit of a tough fixture, you would say, especially with Man United's improvement in the last 2 games. They've now won 3 games consecutively now. But we'll have to see what Arsenal can do. Can they keep their 100% win record against Man United, or will that be broken? We'll find out on Sunday. And then we move on to the final midfielder, who is Pascal Gross, and he has Leicester at home. If Leicester played the way they did against Man United yesterday, I think he'll have a field day. Pascal Gross, I feel like he could probably score two goals against Leicester, especially with their defence, the way they're looking. I feel like he's if you haven't got Pascal Gross, I would probably recommend bringing him in for that fixture. And finally, we move on to the front 2. So we've got Jesus, who's got Man United away, and Haaland, who's got Aston Villa away. And he is currently my captaincy pick at the moment. And on my bench, I also have my non-playing goalkeeper who's got Tottenham away. Zinchenko, who's got Man United away, who is currently flagged. He has a knee injury. And for what Arteta has said in his press conference, it does look like Zinchenko will miss out on that match, as I don't think he trained with the squad. I think that's what Arteta said. So I think he is a doubt for that fixture. And Andreas, who's got Tottenham away, he has a bit of a difficult fixture, but we have seen Fulham pull off some madness against top teams. And then obviously my non-playing Brentford forward, who's got Leeds at home. My team value is 101.3 with 0 in the bank, and I do have 1 free transfer.
Okay. Interesting, interesting. So you do have one free transfer. Um, so what are your transfer plans? For this game week, are you rolling? Do you plan to do anything for the bench, or what's your plans for, for transfers?
Okay, so my plans for I am going to make a transfer potentially, and the transfer I'll probably be making is taking out Zinchenko, and this is for two reasons. Even though he's on the bench at the moment, and assuming all my players play in game week 6 that are currently in the starting 11, you would say there's no real need to do any transfers, but I want to take out Zinchenko and release some of the money in the bank by downgrading him to a 4.5 defender. And also, in the likelihood someone does not play, because this happened last week where I didn't find out until after the deadline that Zinchenko wasn't featuring in the Arsenal game. I don't want to take that risk in case someone doesn't start or something happens to them. So I do want some backup on the bench other than Andreas, who's got Tottenham away, because you would say that's a very difficult fixture where he might get only 2 points from that.
Mm-hmm.
So the transfer I've been thinking to make is Zinchenko out and I'll move on to the next slide for this. I hope I say this right. Estupinen.
Yeah,
For who's got
Estupinian, I think. Yeah, you say it.
yeah.
Estupinan, or I don't really know, but yeah, around something like that.
It's gonna get to the point where I can't name my bench at all.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You've picked all the
Yeah.
difficult names on your bench.
But yeah, he's got Leicester home and he is 4.5 million. So with that transfer, it leaves me with 0.5 in the bank. So it leaves me a bit of money to play with after game week 6,
Mm.
and which will potentially allow me to have more backup on the bench. Because obviously with Zinchenko out, it just leaves Andreas the only bench option. So if I made that transfer, it's solely because I want more money, potentially to spread around somewhere else if I want to after game week 6, and just to back up my bench to have more options, just in case someone in the start 11 doesn't play.
Okay, that's fair enough. So obviously that's your transfer plans. You are planning to take out Zinchenko to Estupinan for a free transfer. Obviously, I haven't mentioned my transfer because I actually forgot, guys. I was going to do my transfer as well, and I actually didn't. I completely forgot to say. So for my team, guys, I do have one free transfer, but I do plan to roll. I don't plan on making any transfers this week. I just plan to play the team on the screen at the moment. And yeah, so those are the teams for our game week 6 for both of us. We are now going to take some of your questions. Sorry if we didn't answer during the video. We always wait to the end of the video and we'll come and answer some of your questions. So if you do have any questions regarding your specific teams, do drop them in below and we'll try now to answer some of your questions. Also, guys, I just want to remind you guys very quickly, if you have just joined in, please do drop a like on the video and also subscribe to our channel if you are new. It really helps our channel out and also it helps our channel grow. We've got Lucas here who says, should I bench Perisic? I'd be tempted to sell Perisic actually. I don't think he'll start this week, so I think he could potentially be a sell. But yeah, if you can get away benching him and you've got Nico or something in the bench, then yeah, definitely I think you could get away benching him because rumors are that he will not start on the weekend. Do you think Haaland will start? We kind of answered. We kind of spoke about this Haaland one. I think right now it looks like. I mean, I've seen people that are quite split on this. I still believe he'll start. So by the deadline, I think I'm going to be switching the captain's armband back onto Haaland. So that's where I'm at. For now, I do believe he'll start, but I can't confidently say that. That's why I've got the armband on Salah at the moment. TH11 says if you had Captain Salah if you had Captain Haaland 95, that would have been a very good game week. I think he means triple captained. I think he means. We've got MSF Daily. He says, yes, lads. Shout out to him. I think James will be back on game week 6. He's been training. Yep. Reece James is back. And yeah, I know, Jordan, you've got him in your team, so I think he's an easy hold. Do you want to take this comment, Jordan?
Yeah, TH11 says, my third defender can be Dunk, Saliba or Perisic. Who do I put on? Or if not, should I sell Perisic for Walker or someone else? Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, defender like Dunk is not a bad option, but personally, I would go for a more attacking player for Brighton in defence, like I'm doing with my transfer as Stupinan, who got the assist last game, and with his high threat up front in terms of his defence, he's probably a better option than Dunk, who's more of a player that doesn't really go attacking. He's more of a centre back. But yeah, I'll probably go with Dunk because he has the better fixture. Because Saliba has Man United away, and Perisic is in doubt to start. So
Yeah,
probably Dunk is the best option. Or if you want to go for a Stupinan, that's even
yeah.
better.
I think he means he already owns Dunk. So if you already own Dunk, I'll just play Dunk. If you want a Man City defender, Walker is a slight risk. So if you can get to Cancelo or Ruben Diaz, I'd go there as well. But yeah, just play Dunk, I'd say.
Yeah,
We've got Chiang 707. Your boys have your team house, but have Nico Williams and Reece James instead of Walker and Kukurea, and have Saliba instead of Dunk on the bench. I have 2 free transfers and don't know what to do. So he's got Nico and Reece James, and have Saliba instead of Dunk on the bench. So what other players do you have in defense? Because I'd bring in a Man City player, maybe a Cancelo or a Ruben Diaz. Because if you've got no Man City players, you'd want to bring one Man City player in, ideally, because they've got Aston Villa away, and you could, they could get a clean sheet there. I think so. Probably getting a Man City defender if you don't have one. Brian says I'd back Brighton for a clean sheet over Chelsea right now. Yeah, that is just worry with me, with my
yeah.
team. um, just seeing what else, other comments. Who do you bench between Dunk and Gibbs White? Well, Nottingham have Bournemouth. I mean, I'll probably play Gibbs White. This is one for you, Jordan.
TH11.
Yeah.
Jordan has a nice team. Oh, thank you, TH11. I
Yeah.
do like it myself. Feel confident about this team.
Yeah, that's good. Great, Michael. My backline right now is Trent, James, Nico, and Saliba. Would you recommend me trying to get Cancelo? Yeah, if you can get a Man City defender, because Saliba does play Man United, which is a bit of a tough game. So you could go with a Man City player as well if you want to cover that. And obviously Cancelo is quite highly owned as well. I mean, I think we get this one twice. I have Jordan's team, but Edison instead of Sanchez. Ward and Saliba on bench instead of Zinch and Gaz. What to do with free transfers? Maybe. I mean, it's very hard to say without knowing the rest of your team. I mean, you answered 2 questions, but I'm a bit confused. What do you reckon for this, Jordan?
I'd probably say.
Okay, so he popped another comment in. No, mate, I do have City defender. I literally have Jordan's exact team, but Sanchez instead of Ederson, and Gaz and Estoop to Ward and Saliba on the bench. Is there any transfers you see? As I have 2 free transfers. If your defense is fine, so I'm assuming you're going to play the same defense. Exactly, but Sanchez, he has Sanchez instead. Maybe you can do a transfer in the midfield if your defense is fine. Maybe look to get in Pascal Gross if you don't have him, or even a Martinelli. I'm assuming you probably have Martinelli as well. So yeah, I think maybe your midfield, if your team's looking already good, set up for the game week 6, it's hard, when you've got 2 free transfers. I guess. What do you make of it, Jordan?
You definitely don't have a Brighton defender, I'm assuming.
He says he's got.
Because you have my exact team, so I'm assuming you don't have a Brighton defender. So I would suggest probably swapping Saliba for a Brighton defender. And then, because he's on your bench, I'll probably. Oh, that's a bench in the date because you'd have to replace one of the players on the starting 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you can just do a Brighton defender.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's cleared it up. We've got Arrow says hello guys, and Manish says I want to get Zaha, but don't know who to bench between Dunk or Williams. Probably bench Dunk. I think that I'd go Dunk because Williams more higher ceiling for points. Game week 6, good time to Isaac third forward. It could be, yeah, it could be, but not for our team at the moment. I think the way that our team's set up with the structure is very hard to fit him in right now. But Newcastle do have good fixtures, so I don't think it'll be a bad move. But yeah, that is all the questions. Hopefully. And yeah, Triang, no worries. We're here to help with the transfers. So yeah, anytime, man.
Yeah, we love your questions.
And yeah, we are probably gonna wrap the stream up here. This has been the FPL team selection video for game week 6. We are back tomorrow again, guys, as always at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. tomorrow for the deadline stream. So do join us for an hour while we, debate on transfers and also debate on captain picks, really, because I'll probably be going from Salah to Haaland until the deadline because I'm still unsure where I go. But hopefully by tomorrow, I do know what I'm doing. And yeah, that's it. That's been, should remove the team. That's been the team selection for game week 6. We hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you have, please do drop a like as always, and also subscribe to our channel if you can. Also share this on your socials. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, put a thumbs up. We've got TH11 finally. I have Eze in my team and no one on my bench. Will do better. Should I take a hit? Nah, I wouldn't take a hit personally. Nah. Who's Eze got again? Just checking very quickly. Do you know, Jordan?
Crystal Palace. Let's see. They have Crystal Palace have Newcastle away.
You should probably keep him.
Yeah, because I think Eze would do well. I think there's been a lot of word about Eze being a decent shout.
David Hamill says, hoping for more Huss live transfers tomorrow. Well, tomorrow you probably won't get any live transfers. I don't know, because at the moment the current plan is to roll, but if I see an opportunity, then I will take it. But for now, I do think I'm rolling the move. But yeah, that's it from us. That's it from the FPL Duo. Hope you've enjoyed. And as always, thanks everyone for watching, and thanks everyone for dropping a like on the video as well. And that's it from us for today. See you guys tomorrow morning for the deadline stream. And yeah, guys, take it easy, and hope you have a good weekend.
Yeah, see you guys. Take care and have a nice weekend.